What is up, everybody? It's time again for Between the Lines. Doodle Dude's here. I'm CardboardCrazies, and I've got my co-hosts. There we go.
Oh, Roscoe from GeetOutWithRosko. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Chris?
I'm ready for this episode. I'm excited. I know tonight we've got a guest on with us that is never shy of laughs and just keeps every conversation interesting every time we have them on anything. And I guess before we bring them on, should we hit the credit?
Oh, yeah.
Let's hit the credit.
And I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Song always gets me in the mood for this show.
Oh man!
So again, we've got a really great guest on tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and bring them in. Guys, give a warm welcome to our guest this evening, Mr. Nick's Kicks and Comics. Nick, how you doing tonight?
Just the two of us. We
Now
can
it's
make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Mr. Bill Withers, everybody. That's awesome. All right, so you guys were just talking about somebody awesome. Is he here yet? Like, who's the guest?
That would be you, sir. Yes.
Oh yeah. You should know that.
I am doing fine. I am very pleased to be here with you guys tonight. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you. Thank you very much for having me.
We appreciate you being here.
Especially when my mic is working.
When you remember to hit that magic button.
The not so magic button.
Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and see who's in the chat. We'll get this cooking in just a second. We've got Ruben Guzman in the chat. Ruby G, how you doing?
Ruby G.
We've got Nick the Comic Nerd saying hello, everyone.
Hey, can we stop before we go ahead? I
Sure.
got two things for that guy. First of all, Nightwing is in the mail, Nick, and never, ever enough Nicks. Sorry about that.
We have
I knew it was coming.
Layla Shay cosplay. I hope you're doing well tonight.
Oh, I met
If you
Layla
have-
today on Instagram. Yeah.
I was going to say, if you haven't checked her Instagram page out, she does some really cool cosplay. You need to go check it out.
Absolutely, yes. Check her out for sure.
We've got
she's-
JC in the house. Is that Jesus
What's
Christ?
up, Craig? That's Craig.
Oh. We've got Cindy. This is Roscoe's mother. Hope you're doing well tonight, Miss Cindy.
What's up, Ma?
We have Digger Jim. What's up, Digger Jim? Hope you're doing well tonight, sir. And I just totally made my screen jump down to the bottom. We've got Knowles Fish, 81.
What's up, Josh?
We have, is it Jean?
Jeannie? Yeah.
Jeannie Roy McCarran. There we go. I don't want to butcher anybody's name. We've got No Good Comics. I hope you're
What's
doing
up,
well
Justin?
tonight.
How you doing?
Let's see here. And I think for now, that is it in the chat. Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
So tonight we have a really good theme in honor of our guest. Mr. Nick, would you tell our audience who one of your favorite characters is?
I'm not pulling a white shadow. I'm just showing you my Spidey corner.
Spider-Man. So tonight our theme is the Spider-Verse. And before we get started drawing, this kind of show is meant for you to interpret however you want to interpret the theme of the night. So for those of you that are drawing at home, if you want to draw at home, and you want to draw along with us, you're more than welcome. And tonight, since I'm on the host controls, if you want to send Rosco a picture via Instagram, we will show your work on the air. And at the end of the episode, you are going to see all 3 panelists' work, including our special guest. I wish I could take this marker and draw him some hair on his head.
No, you know what? It took me 27 years how to figure out how to do it. And then that was the moment I started losing it. So this is what you get. This is what you get.
So we're just gonna have some fun with this tonight. Nick is a great guy. I think Rosco, have you been on the pull list with him?
Absolutely, yes, I have. I was on the
pull list with you, Nick?
the first episode. It was called the pull list. Yep.
Right, it was right up his alley.
All right. So,
oh man.
So both of us have been on the pull list, or formerly known as 3 Up, 3 Down. Nick has got a great show going there with his show. If you missed last week's episode, you need to go watch it. It was a fun episode to watch. Some really good stories. Just an all-around great guy, funny. If you haven't ever had a chat with him off of YouTube, then you're missing out. and I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, we'll white shadow that whole conversation. But Nick, we're going to be asking you some questions while we do our drawings tonight, and I hope to goodness that you don't feel the least bit intimidated by being on. We just want you to have fun, and it's not, again, about how well you draw. This is just about having fun and using the show to kind of be a stress relief. That's all this is supposed to be, is a stress relief.
Just having some fun, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I can honestly say that nothing is off the table. So fire away, boys.
All right.
Oh, well then,
So
hold
tell us
on.
about
Let
the
me
time you were
reconsider.
hanging from the fire
Yeah.
escape.
And I have to do that because I can't draw water. God damn.
So Rosco, while we're preparing and getting our stuff together, do you want to ask Nick the first question of the night?
I sure do. And I do have some Spider-Man related questions for you because I like to stick with this theme. And so I'm just going to come out and say, easy one. What is the best or the coolest costume to you in all of Spider-Verse? Every single character from the Spider-Verse. What is your favorite costume? Not your favorite overall, like, because you could be a Peter Parker fan, but you can love Spider-Man 2099, you know? But what's your favorite costume from all the Spider-Verse?
You know, that's actually a tough question because it depends on the mood.
Okay.
You know, you always have to go with the original because the original is the classic. So like the Steve Ditko, you know, the where Spidey actually had 2 little dots for eyes.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff for me, I love that to this day. And not a lot of people like it, but I have the PS4 Spidey costume. And for some reason, that combination of red, blue, and really stark white, and I guess I'm kind of wearing it on my t-shirt here, really, really stuck with me. So I really, really love it. And it seems that all of the interpretations, including this guy's interpretation, I've never seen a bad example of it. It really sticks with me, and I really enjoy it. So
Cool.
So
Awesome.
the most OG, and I would say it was one of the most recent, I guess in 61 or 60, this run, that they came out with another costume, which I also enjoyed, but those two have got to be my favorite.
Awesome. Yeah, that the PS4 one, the gamer one is pretty patriotic looking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, you're right. I love a lot of the costumes, but I'm really partial. I love the Scarlet Spider and Spider Gwen. For some reason, I love the hood. Having a hoodie, that was cool.
So, were you happy of the Burke Family Edition with the sleeveless hoodie?
That would be rad. Like if Burke had that one time wearing that,
That would be. That would be.
What's up, Freaky? What's up, Chunk? Thank you guys for coming by. So awesome, brother. Yeah, but I know what you mean though. Your mood too. I can see, you know, I have a keychain that has the symbiote head, and then if you spin it over, it's the regular Peter Parker head. So I used to be like, well, whatever you can see is my mood right now. No.
No, that makes sense. That's good to have. Good to have.
Since Roscoe, I'm going to jump down my list. Since Roscoe just mentioned the symbiotes, symbiotes are a really hot topic right now, especially with the second Venom movie. God, can I speak? Second Venom movie coming out, and there are tons and tons of symbiotes that seem to get all the love. Now, outside of Venom or Carnage, who is your favorite symbiote?
Aesthetically, I have to say it's going to be Anti-Venom.
Okay.
He came around the time where John Romita Jr. was drawing Amazing Spider-Man. And for me, by far, that is my favorite Spider-Man artist.
Okay.
There's just something about the way he drew him, his art style, for me, just, I love it. And if I can get anything drawn, well, I'm actually having stuff drawn by him right now, but if there's any kind of cool cover, I want it. I want it. So I've got the Dynamic Forces #1 variant edition, where it's just like, I want to show it, but it's Spidey on top of a building in the rain, and the rain's falling down on him. I guess maybe I can show it. Don't mind my
Show it.
It's the one where he's on. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
So I love that. And then I got this one.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Just more Romita goodness. But that by far, like, I don't know what it is. I mean, even though I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, things that are on the opposite side of the spectrum, sad stuff, kind of appeal to me, so.
That dark and gloomy?
Right. So, which you would think that would be a Batman poster. But, yeah, Spidey's my guy.
So, So Roscoe, who's your favorite symbiote outside of Carnage and Venom?
To be honest, I mean, and I can't pick like Spider-Man, right, with the black suit.
No.
Okay.
Non-title character.
Toxin. Toxin's pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta go with Toxin.
Okay.
I also Scream. I also, I'm not gonna lie, I like what's his name? Sleeper. He's the guy with like the chambers in his face, right? Isn't that what his name is? He's got the like he was in what's that? First Host. I want to say Sleeper, I think is his name.
Oh, he's black and green?
Yeah, he's black and green. Sleeper?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he's got like the chambers in the side of his face, like these little like.
Yep, he's got his eyes here and kind of like two big masks, or the gas mask stuff here.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's relatively new, but yeah. And who'd you say, Chris? You said you like Shriek?
Shriek, yeah. I said Scream to start with, and I corrected myself because I realized as soon as it came out of my mouth that I was going to have people in the chat going, "This dude doesn't know what the heck he's talking about." Shriek, Shriek, yes.
Okay, nice. Sticking with Spider-Man questions, if you don't mind me going, Chris, here.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. I got a couple of questions here, but here we go. Favorite Spider-Man villain?
Can you pick just one? That's the question.
See, I would be like, oh, Sinister Six, and they'd be like, no, one. That is one group. No.
No, and honestly, that's one of my favorite books of all time. Annual 1. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. That's a good one. And I'm thinking of issues that not everybody has in their radar that had always been part of my favorite ASM run. I think it's, if you guys give me a second.
Absolutely. We're okay. We're just drawing. No worries.
Listen, it won't take me long. And I should have had these things prepared then, huh?
It's all good. We're just live. No worries, man. But yeah, I hope everyone's excited because I started doing it, and then I thought of something while I was drawing to make it a little even more clever. So I'm really excited for people to see what I'm doing. So I'm pretty pumped.
All right, so, and I guess he may also fall in the Daredevil category. But this one right here.
Oh,
is
yeah.
one of my favorite covers of all time. All right, so it's got to be Stiltman or, somebody crazy or zany like...
I love that.
was it Frogman?
Oh.
Just
Frogman.
somebody off the bat. Somebody who I could be.
Stiltman. What's cool about that cover? I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's one of the first ones. If it's not the X-Men cover, then it's the first Spider-Man, but it's the first one and they messed up the actual letters. You know what I mean? Like, you see how where he's shooting through Spider-Man, and then what's it, the Phoenix, where she's crushing the.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those two is one of the first two.
And if you guys didn't realize, when I say it's my favorite, look at the letterbox.
Oh,
that's
okay.
right around the time I hit the stride in my collecting, and when I really could steal 60 cents every now and again to buy a comic.
I love your sticker, by the way, brother. It's awesome. I would say the same about Chris, but I haven't got one.
All right, so I guess maybe I should start drawing something, huh?
If you want to. I mean, it's up to you, brother. If you want to.
So who just asked that question? Was it you?
Me. I definitely. Yeah, I'm throwing him off his game here. I'm throwing the hardest Spider-Man questions that I ever want to be asked. Apparently.
Okay, so this one's going to go a little bit off realm of comics. This is more of a Nick, get to know Nick kind of question. A lot of us know that Nick is a big music fan, and everybody has their favorite song, favorite albums. But Nick, if you could give us a list of your top 3 favorite music artists, we won't just say bands, we'll say artists. Who would your top 3 be?
I would ask you, what years are you discussing?
Of all times.
Okay, so top 3.
NSYNC. No.
Dylan.
Yes.
Dylan.
Yes.
It's so tough. I have to say A Tribe Called Quest.
Ooh.
The Dave Matthews Band.
Yes, you are my dog. We're best friends for life now.
And Rage Against the Machine. Now, that top 3 would last with me probably about 6 minutes. Just in the same vein, I can say, did I say Beasties already?
No.
I could say Beasties, Tool, and a band called Clutch. But Dave Matthews for me was more of a live music thing. I've seen him 18 times across several states, multiple nights in a row, because for me, it's not just hearing the song I came to hear, but the stuff he throws into the song.
Dude,
So, you seen him, Roscoe?
I've seen him 12 times, brother.
Is
He's
it the
my
same
dude.
for you?
He's my dude. It's an experience. It's not a show. It's an experience. It's a light show. His music. He throws every song is almost different. Dude, I'm such a big Dave Matthews fan, brother. So that's cool. I didn't know that, man. See, I love this show. This is awesome.
So now I have to throw it back at you. In 12 shows, where have you seen him, and what's your favorite song that is not on an album?
Okay, so for me, I've only seen him in West Palm Beach. Every year I see him when he comes here. I would love to go to Red Rocks. That's one of my dreams. He's actually doing a show with Tim Reynolds in New Mexico under the I think it's 2022, and it's supposed to be like the clearest night of and the thing is it's supposed to be like a stars show. Like I don't know if you saw that yet, but you got to check that out. It looks amazing, and it's like right by you. I mean, like you're close to it. So, but favorite song that's not on an album, Halloween. Well, Halloween is actually on.
But he doesn't play it that often, and people seem to go crazy for it when he does play it.
Well, I've only seen him live once. Actually, he's sung Halloween twice, I think, for me. But I mean, I don't know, brother. I love so many songs by him. His newer stuff has been getting me really cool. I mean, really, I've been really digging his newer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ants Marching. I love 41 song. Number 41. I like a lot of big songs, but well, my favorite song of all was my first song I ever heard he ever do was my dad. A weird story, real quick. My dad had a Suzuki Samurai, and the thing was that he used to play cassettes, and one was Dave Matthews, and the song that stuck with me was Too Much.
Drink too much.
Oh, that song hooked me. But yeah, I love it. A couple of my buddies that are in the chat have gone with me. Chunk, JC, yeah. But what about you, brother? What's your favorite song?
Before we do that, I kind of have to ask while I have this in my head. Since Chris is from that area, right? They started in North Carolina, didn't they?
Yeah.
So are you, well, being the music fan you are, do you like Dave Matthews?
I do.
You're more of a Hootie guy.
I like all kinds of music. I think we've actually had a similar conversation before. You were talking about liking Spider-Man villains and liking certain characters and having to be in a mood. Depending on what mood you were in, it's what you like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way with music. There are certain times that I kind of go through where I like reggae, and then there are times where I go through music that I like metal. So it really just depends on what I'm feeling at the time and what I've been going through, because I like for music to talk to me.
Mm.
And if I can't feel music, then it's not going to get my attention. So there are some Dave Matthews songs that I really love. One of my favorites by him is The Space Between.
Oh yeah.
But that was in a movie too, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't have a clue. I guess the reason I like that song is it's, to me, that is not that song in particular, but Dave Matthews is he is a storyteller. Mm. He's not the greatest singer in the world, but he is a storyteller, and if you can tell a story with your song that people relate to, then you're going to be a successful musician.
So you just like to be a weaver of tales then, because you're telling stories with your art as well.
I do, yeah.
Awesome. So to answer your question, Roscoe, for me, well, this song was actually on an album. Stay or Leave for me,
okay,
was off his first solo album, And at the time of my life, I was just getting out of a bad breakup to somebody I was engaged to. And that song perfectly fit my life. So that one stayed with me for a long time. There's another one called Shotgun.
Okay.
That was pretty awesome. And then when he does the American Baby intro, that's pretty awesome for me. But also, it in addition to the songs, it's got to be places also, because he doesn't do special things in certain places.
Right.
Like I've seen him here in Dallas, and it's nowhere near as good as seeing him in Camden, New Jersey.
Okay.
Or also seeing him in Red Rocks or the Gorge. Right. Some of those special places. Some of his special performances are reserved for special places.
Yeah, like I have, like my favorite, hands down, are just him and Tim. Just one-on-one. I mean, the Las Vegas, the Luther College. I mean, those...
Luther College was one of my first ones. I actually saw them here in Dallas also, and it wasn't as good as Radio City.
I believe it. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. See, like I said, I want to see them. Like that's one of my. Woof. I didn't even see Manny's in the chat. Hey, Chamora, how you doing, brother? Station, man. Thank you for coming by.
Oh man, I am so sorry I missed that too.
Yeah,
there he is.
Oh,
what's
and
up,
there he
Manny?
Is. And Travis.
Station. Travis, you might not know, is actually lobbying and trying to tamper with Ben Simmons to get him to come to LA. So we're blaming Travis in the Manny chat for Ben Simmons' bad game yesterday. So.
Oh man, that was horrible. Oh gosh.
So now it's your turn, Roscoe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you know what? We'll stay off topic of Spider-Man here. This is going to be an easy one. So are you okay? Here we go. So Nick, are you the guy helping cook the meal, or are you the guy sitting at the table with your knife and fork, banging, saying, "Where's my food?"
I'm actually the guy saying, "Let's get it over with. Where's my dessert?"
Okay. Nice.
I would like to say that I'm the guy who helps. It depends on the situation. I can be an extremely lazy guy, which my wife will attest to. But yeah, I mean, if they need help, sure. If you're asking me to cook a meal, if it's not spaghetti or something on the grill, it's not going to be good.
Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering.
I was going to say, I kind of picture Nick as a grill person.
Actually, I thought you would be a cook. I thought you'd be like, grill and cook. For some reason, I just see you could be like, I see you in the kitchen, with your apron on.
Barefoot and pregnant, Roscoe. Come on, man.
I love it.
Yeah, it depends. Again, I'm the guy who can. And I have to be careful what I'm saying. Let me see who's in the chat first of all, because if Tyler's in the chat, I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm the guy who can go either way.
Okay.
Oh, I get why you're saying you had to be careful now.
Yes. So when it comes to grilling, especially being here in Texas, it doesn't take much. I can pretty much just leave the meat out to thaw, and it'll probably cook itself. So.
Oh man. Awesome.
So, since you just mentioned you live in Texas, this was actually one of my questions before you actually even mentioned it. Texas, we know you live in Texas, or a lot of us do. I don't know that everybody knows. So if you didn't know, Nick lives in Texas. So food between New York and Texas, who has the best food?
This is hands down New York. Hands down. For me, and I'm not knocking the food here in Texas. I mean, for me, it's just there's just an ethnicity in New York that's non-existent here. I mean, it's either white Anglo-Saxon, or you're pretty much Mexican?
Tex-Mex.
And yeah, you blend them together. But in New York, for me, Puerto Rican food, Nathan's one of my loves. Those are just hot dogs.
Ooh, Nathan, yeah.
You know, and Layla is for sure correct. Barbecue here, Whataburger. It's just for me the stuff I grew up on: Chinese food, pizza. It's not good here. It's not good here. So,
See, if you've never had North Carolina barbecue, you need to have North Carolina barbecue. And I'm not talking about that mustard-based barbecue, because that's garbage. I can't stand mustard-based barbecue, but North Carolina barbecue is really good.
Mustard-based barbecue.
yeah, what sets it apart?
Yeah, and it's not that it's awful, but it's not my favorite.
So what's your favorite by you then? What's a North Carolina kind of dish? Something they don't have anywhere else in the world.
Does it have to be barbecue related?
No, anything out there.
Well, as of a few years ago, I would have said Sundrop had to be on your list, because Sundrop is not sold everywhere.
I don't even know what that is.
I texted that to you the other day.
Yeah, we were talking about favorite sodas, and I was like, yeah, I don't drink soda anymore, but when I did, cherry lime Sundrop was my favorite drink. It's like Mountain Dew, but amp it up a whole 2 steps.
Don't they call it Carolina Crack?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. North Carolina has a bunch of foods that are kind of relative to everywhere. I wouldn't say we have anything that sticks out over everything. Fried chicken here, you can find fried chicken pretty much any corner, and I don't like fried chicken.
You don't like fried chicken?
No, I don't.
Oof.
Now,
I like chicken.
If some of my North Carolinian people were in here, they'd be chewing me a new hole right now, but thankfully they don't watch me, so.
There's one guy, and he's saying cherry lemon, baby.
They would be going, piss on you, Chris.
I have no clue why that came out of my mouth or out of my mind. I don't know. It was just a spur of the moment.
Hey, so Roscoe, it is part of the Burke fam chat. You know, and I have to be honest. I mean, I was a little apprehensive, you know, when it comes to joining people's subscriptions.
Right.
So, I mean, paying to talk to people didn't really appeal to me at first, but having been in the chat for a while, month or two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably 2 months. By hands down, it's one of the best values I've ever seen.
Isn't it though?
I know. I was talking to Chris about it, and so I'm like, man, I would love to get in there.
Now, okay, so Chamorro Cinema says Minnesota has amazing hot dish, and our church potluck game is on point. Now, I can tell you, Ohio, I've been to Ohio bunches of times, and one thing I love in Ohio is an open-faced roast beef sandwich.
With the gravy on top?
Oh, heck yeah. Go ahead and throw the fries in the sandwich, too.
Yeah, no, I can feel that also. There is a place, and Roscoe, where did you grow up in New York? How much time did you spend there?
I was actually, I'm from Jersey. I was born and raised in Jersey. I was there for 18 years. I was born at Clare Moss Hospital, so I was, lived in West Orange when I was younger, and then when I first remember pretty much was when I moved to Vineland, and then from there I moved down south. So it was more by Ocean City, Atlantic City area.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I pretty much grew up, and then, but I've been to New York, I've been to Philly, I've been all around there, because pretty much in that area, you're not too far from those kind of places.
Hey, so Clara Moss in Newark.
Yeah. Yep.
You and I have run in same circles. I used to live right before I moved here. I lived on North 8th Street, right off Bloomfield Avenue.
Oh, Bloomfield. Hey.
And I had my gallbladder removed at Clara Moss.
Oh, that's crazy. You want to know something really cool? Was when I was born, when I was leaving the hospital, Joe Morris for the Giants.
Number 20.
Was visiting, and there's a picture, I think, in my grandmother's attic. I got to try and find it, but when I was leaving, he actually has me held like a football, like kind of doing a stiff arm, and I was like, oh my God, I got to find that picture. But I think also, I don't know if Bavaro was there too. I can't remember. I got to remember. My dad remembers, so I'll have to ask him. But
Now, while I'm a Jet fan, those two guys alone in that time frame were legends. Legends.
Oh yeah, you're a Jets fan.
Jets
I feel bad, man.
No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Well, you got a quarterback now.
Anyway, so TM Nerdy, yes, you are correct. I am in the Tomorrow Cinema Show chat. I do enjoy that one as well, but it is a completely different dynamic. You guys are actually kind. You don't make fun. You're making fun of each other is lighthearted and Fable's in there. I mean, anywhere Fable is, you want to be at.
Oh, yeah.
On the other hand, in the Burke family chat, we have Adrian, actual Dracula.
Speaking of the devil,
that guy can show some weird stuff.
And he makes fun of people's deformities.
I love you, Drac. You know I love you. So getting back to your question, there was a place in Brooklyn called Roll and Roaster. Roll and Roaster is a famous place which is famous for its roast beef. All right, so anytime I go back to Brooklyn, and it's always I'll say hello to people second, but for me I have to hit Nathan's, I have to hit Roll and Roaster, and there's going to be some kind of Chinese food. I mean, the pizza is going to be there also, but those places are definitely necessary for me to hit. So I always plan like a day or two extra to hit those places.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny. Before Wawa came down here to Florida, I'd fly into Atlantic City, and the first thing I'd go to was a Wawa. Every time.
And that I thought was just like a Pennsylvania thing too. But I know that I've been to like Marlboro and a couple other different places that had them. So.
Oh, yeah, I grew up with one in my town. My town was so tiny, but yet I think we had two of them in the whole dang thing.
We were just talking about the Wawa the other night too, because I told Roscoe that God, it was about 12 o'clock at night, and I was like, I had to make a sheets run, and he was like, "Excuse me?" And I said, "Yeah, I had to make a sheets run," and he was like, "I don't know what a sheets is," and I said, "Oh, that's right. So sheets is like if you took 7-Eleven and Wawa and mashed them up together, that's what sheets is. So it's not as good. Like they do take out food, and I was sitting at my house at like 11 o'clock, 11:30, and I was like, man, I'm getting hungry. So I finally, at about 11:45, made the decision. I'm going to go to Sheetz, and I'm just going to get a couple of hot dogs and take them home. And I drive down the road, I get home, I eat them, and I'm talking to Roscoe, and I'm like, yeah, in retrospect, hot dogs were not the best decision this late at night.
No. So I'm picturing, like, for me, when I think about a Wawa, I kind of think of like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of like hot dogs and other stuff on rollers. Is that the same thing Sheetz is?
See, Sheetz doesn't have the rollers. They actually have a restaurant line that you can walk up to and order your food from. They also have like touch screens there, so you can like customize what you get to eat. And then they have cooks that make it for you while you're standing there waiting.
Fancy.
That's like Wawa. Wawa's the same. They have like a sub, hot, dish like They have like Stouffer's, like mac and cheese as your side and stuff. Like, yeah, Wawa's got a bunch of that stuff too. I used to love that when I was, because it'd be a place that's back in Jersey, late nights. It was 24 hours, so that was a place where you can get like a roast beef provolone sub at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
And a nice
bad decisions are made that time of the morning when it comes to food.
Like when I was in college, I could do that anytime, but now I do that the whole next day. I feel like garbage, like hot garbage. Let me say hello real quick to DJ Links. He's in the house.
Hey, Links, you ever been to Rolling Roaster, Links?
I like how we're waiting for him to answer. We all got quiet, like, like, oh, okay, cool, thanks, man.
And we've got Captain Comics in the house. Ahoy, Captain! I hope you have a happy birthday.
All right, so now this is. I finally hey, Links to Rolling Roaster in Sheepshead Bay. This is one of those things. Like I told Tyler when I first started watching his videos. I always waited for that third fun fact.
You're never gonna get it.
All right, yeah, I'm a little bit naive that way. All right, so now Captain in his infinite coconut bra down under, he always says it's his birthday. So I don't know how many times I wished him a happy birthday, and I finally caught on. It's like, all right, it's not his birthday. It's just one of those things you say.
Yeah. Well, see, I made the mistake 2 or 3 times before I realized it was a joke, and now every time I see him, I'm just like, I got to say happy birthday.
I got Captain over here. Hold on. Where's my Captain at?
Captain Coke?
No, I have a drawing.
Captain.
I drew Captain here. Oh, here he is. He's a little with his coconuts.
That's awesome.
See? Says happy birthday.
That's coconuts. Shout out to Rod the Rican. Hey, so I have to ask, not being an artist, are you allowed to use tools? Is that I know it's considered cheating, but is that frowned upon?
What do you mean tools?
Like if I need to draw a straight line.
Like a ruler or a protractor?
Yeah.
No, you could definitely do that. Absolutely. I don't because I'm a real artist. No. No, I'm just kidding. No, I never do. I should. I really should, but no, you can definitely. Architects are artists and they use them all the time.
Yeah, I feel it's kind of cheating, but all right.
Well, it's up to you. If you feel like you're cheating, then don't do it. No, because you're going to be scored at the end of this. So
it's already done.
Nick, there's your answer.
Yeah, well, I can't disagree with him. That's not true. Not true. That's what's the Russian mob in Hawkeye? The sweatsuit crew.
I have no clue.
Anyway, that's what Sheepshead Bay is known for now. Most of Brooklyn, in fact.
Secret time. Hawkeye was not my favorite character.
Oh, but you didn't like the Matt Fraction runs?
I have never liked Hawkeye. Not even Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. He made it almost cool, but not really.
I thought he did a good job for what he had to do with Hawkeye. I think Kate Bishop's going to be cool.
What's up, Rod? How's it going, man?
Hey, Rod
is the man. Way longer than 2 minutes, Rod.
We spoke.
Do you have is it my turn here, Chris? Or
it is. It is your turn.
Okay, cool. All right, excellent. So Nick.
So Rosko.
What does your family think of your obsession with comics, and do they support your hobby?
You had it right the first time. All right, so this one I'll break it into 3 different parts. I'll do extended family. They don't really know about it. My mom knows I've collected since I was younger, of course. My wife knows about it. She supports it. She supports it as long as there's good money coming in, which she has not seen yet. But she does not want to put anything on my weekly pull list, so I limit her in the profits that I do see. And my son, in which I had high hopes for another comic book collector like me when he was born, he was into it. He goes in and out of it in spurts. So about 3 months into my collecting, he started coming along with me to the comic shop. And he has his own little short box now. He's got his little Null short box.
Cool.
He likes Miles, any of the Marvel action stuff, all like the cartoony stuff he likes. But he's since gotten back out of it. So
Station Fable.
Hey, my favorite 999-year-old guy. Fable. Station.
Okay. So to
recap, my extended family doesn't know about it. Wife showed me the money. Kid in and out.
Gotcha. Okay.
See, I like your recaps because they're short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah, but that's because I ramble prior to that.
Oh, me. So how are your drawings going, gentlemen?
Pretty good, actually. I think I'm going to be on time.
No way.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. The good thing is it's red and blue mostly. So,
yeah, and honestly, I can say that I'm proud of half of what I'm doing.
Well, at least you're proud. That's all that matters.
The other part, I don't know. Like in the days leading up to this, and I know this was like last minute, but I was like, maybe I should try to beef up my my drawing skills. Maybe watch some videos and learning how to draw. And then I was like, my normal practicality was like, there's nothing you're gonna learn in a day. What are you gonna learn?
You would be surprised.
But that stuff fascinates me. I just found David Finch's channel.
Ooh.
And he draws live, watching Clayton Crane draw live, watching you guys draw live. And it fascinates me. Not only what you wind up with, but for me, it's the process and the thought on my part, how you guys translate what you're thinking about onto the paper. So enabling your creativity is fascinating to me.
Yeah, I love doing this show, man. I literally, like, the last two drawings I've done have been like, different, and that's what I love about the show, because you can interpret, like the Spider-Verse any way you want to. You can do whatever you want to with it. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I hope people know that, to be honest, you don't need to be an artist, just like how Nick is saying. You do not need to be an artist on here. We just having a good time. We're just having, draw if you want bubble letters or, whatever you want to. You know what I mean? Like anything that comes to mind or whatever you feel like doing. It's just, it's just a good time hangout. So we got Remy Q, baby.
Yes.
And Dano's in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by. Awesome.
Speaking of interpreting things, how you want to interpret it. When Rosko and I first started talking about this thing, since Nick was going to be on, I was like, yeah, that should be easy. Spider-Man, not very hard, da-da-da-da. And then I had this next thought, and I was like, well, why does it have to be Spider-Man? You know what? Post Malone did a song for the Into the Spider-Verse movie. Why couldn't I draw Post Malone? Because when I think about Spider-Verse, that song comes to mind automatically.
Sunflower.
Yeah.
That song bumps.
Anytime you're leaving, no. You don't make it easy, no.
So, yeah. And again, if you're drawing at home, it's not about being the best artist.
Nope.
You don't win points for anything. This isn't lame or frame. No grudge held there, because Lame and Frame is an awesome show. Rod's an awesome guy. It's an awesome guy. But this isn't one of the shows where you're going to win or lose if you don't draw well.
Rod is an awesome guy. That is a necessary show in the community.
Absolutely.
My only beef is with the judge. That guy is the worst.
Yeah, that guy
is the worst.
He even when he's so cool.
Even when you can see him, because his internet is so shoddy. I'm just kidding, Greg. I love you. He had a great interview on Creators Corner tonight. Make sure you go check it out. Also, another great guy in the community.
And see, that's the great thing about doing the show on my channel. Not many people watch my channel, so you can pretty much say whatever you want to and get away with it.
More people than mine.
More people than mine. So I guess we'll say whatever we want on here then.
Speaking of Little Glass Tootsie.
Oh, what's up?
This is how you have to greet him.
Say his name, but don't say his name.
He who shall not be named.
Speaking of Little Glass Tootsie, he's going to be the next big commission artist here on YouTube.
Just don't watch him draw, because it's he can get pretty angry sometimes.
I laughed my head off watching that video. He almost reminded me of Dustin from Two Brothers in his his temper.
Hit himself in the head.
Well, I mean, you're costing yourself literally hundreds of dollars by messing a small little drawing up.
Tell me about it. You just never know. Okay, so you want to know something that's even more terrifying? Is the people who give you a commission piece to do on a book, and then they're like, oh, by the way, it's signed by Stan Lee. No, don't give me that then. I mean, that's scary, man. When they give you one that's like autographed and you have to go like around it, and you're like, what happens if I go whoop right into the signature? Oh.
That's why you write contracts out and you put disclaimers on.
Oof. Oh man. I'm getting worked up just thinking about it right now. I'm like,
so say hello. All right.
Hi.
What you don't want to do is we're here drawing things. The theme is the Spider-Verse. Okay. Mm-hmm. So nobody knows what I'm drawing yet. So don't say anything, but you can say hello.
Hi.
Everybody, this is my son Elijah. Elijah,
Elijah?
You've met Mr. Chris before.
Yes, I have.
What's up, Elijah?
This is Mr. Rosko. Say hi.
Hi, Mr. Rosko.
How you doing?
Hey.
So he's been bugging me. He's coming around, and I think there's going to be a show soon. But he's like, Dad, why don't you have a Discord server? Why, you need a Discord server. And then he was happy enough to know that the Burke is considering one today. So you get even in the chat saying hello. Look, Mr. Tyler, Miss Layla, Mr. Louie, Mr. Chamorro says station. You know what station means? You were too young for this movie, but there's a movie called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Mm-hmm. So when people say station to you, it means be excellent to each other. Mm-hmm. And this is the kind of values we want to uphold.
Also, hi, chat.
Okay. So just ignore what I'm saying and just go ahead and do your thing.
I like being my dad's dreams.
That works better than having to say hello to everybody individually. He just says, hey, chat.
Hey, chat.
Yep. I like the way he thinks.
Got it down.
So we're here. Everybody's getting to know me, and I'm getting to know them, even though we know each other. And they ask me questions, and we draw. We have a good time.
Yeah, I actually have another question for you, good sir. I think you answered this one, but I'm just gonna. Here we go. I got a cool one. Would you rather be a villain of the X-Men or a villain of the Avengers?
Villain of Avengers.
Yeah? Why is that?
What? Avengers is bigger.
Avengers are bigger. So you think you'd be a bigger villain if you fight the Avengers?
How would I know?
I don't know. I have to say the Avengers, those guys, because their villains sometimes win. I really don't remember a villain in the X-Men ever winning anything.
That's very
Except
true. I
Magneto.
like
Well, he's not a. Is he a villain? I mean, what day of the week is it?
This is true.
it. Awesome.
Good.
I love it.
Some people are saying that we'd rather look here.
All right, so go ahead. While I'm drawing, tell me what the chat is saying. Ignore what Mr. Tyler is saying, and tell me what the rest of the chat is saying.
I'd rather be a villain of CardboardCrazies.
No. Yep. See that guy shattered glass reviews. We want to stay away from anything he says.
I got it.
He's a little bit off in the head, Mr. Elijah.
I got it.
Got it. So what is there a comment there from Mr. Freaky Louie?
Oh, there is actually.
Yeah, there it is.
He's the kind of person you want to listen to.
Yes, he's the kind of guy you want to emulate in life. Mr. Louie is one of the best people I have ever known on this earth.
Oh yeah, great guy, great guy in the community. Actually, all these people are great people in the community, but
Everybody
Louis.
except Tyler.
Hey, you know, I guess we'll play a little Bert Kreischer and we'll go secret time. When first coming into the community, I was a little, I wouldn't say intimidated, but Tyler struck me as the kind of guy that I would not like, that I would butt heads with. Like he's a very cocky, confident, well, you know, just the kind of guy that rubs you the wrong way. But honestly, in getting to know him, there wouldn't be a guy I would rather have on my side than Tyler.
I can totally get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You just have to understand where his humor is coming from, and then he'll completely make sense to you, and you'll love the guy.
Now, Tyler said he would rather be a villain of me, even though I was just complimenting him on being one of the biggest new commissioned artists on YouTube. But yet, I'll take the high road and I'll say I agree with what Nick just said. I'm not mad.
And it looks like he can hoop a little bit too, and that scores some points in my favor.
Ooh, right. Little glass tootsies, air tootsies. My fault. Sorry,
Air
Tyler.
Tootsies.
Air tootsies. Yes. That was a funny video. I love that. That was great.
I come off as cocky and confident. No way. That is what Tyler said.
You know, and I have to apologize, guys, because I don't think we got too many questions this episode.
Well,
No,
are you having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Purpose served.
that's all that matters. That's all that matters. If we even ask just one question and you're having a good time, then we're good. I mean, I'll just ask you these questions later. You know.
No, or if you want to do rapid fire, we can do rapid fire too.
No, I was just kidding. Like I said, I had to write more this week because me and Chris sometimes he'll say something I wanted to say, and then I know sometimes he'll probably say the same, vice versa. So it's because we always were like, oh, I wonder what this would be. But I got a quick one for you, real quick. Besides water, what's your favorite drink?
Oh, I hate water.
Well, there you
I
go.
can't drink water, and everybody on every stream I'm ever in will always see me drinking this stuff.
Propel, gotcha. So is that your favorite drink?
Yeah, I mean it's the one I most tolerate.
I like it too.
Where he's my main competitor in the house for the
What's your favorite flavor of it?
black cherry.
It's definitely black cherry.
Black cherry. It's like one of those things in Walmart I can't leave without. You know,
See, I'm a grape guy. I like the grape flavor.
Oh,
It's like his type of alcohol.
yep, like my type of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I like. I'm trying to think, what flavor do I like the most?
1 hour mark.
We hit the hour mark.
Oh man, am I done? Just about. But I don't know. I like fruit punch stuff. Like I like tropical type of flavors, I guess. But okay, so Propel water is your favorite drink.
Favorite drink.
That's crazy. Okay.
That's pretty much too. And that's the stuff I go to throughout the day. If I'm having a meal, though, it'll depend. Like if I have a burger, it's got to be like a Dr. Pepper or something.
Okay.
Don't normally drink soda either. And my biggest alcoholic drinking days are when I was like 16. So I don't drink that often now.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Well, as long as it hurts for that reason and not some other reason. What else did you need, dude? You're just gonna hang out?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, he should grab a piece of paper and draw with you.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to draw?
Nah, no thanks.
Now he sounds like one of my art students at school. You want to draw? No, not today.
Elijah is very he's musically inclined. Like he plays the piano. He used to dance at the drop of a hat to anything pretty much.
Cool.
He's stopped the dancing since he's gotten a little bit older. But the piano thing is like even just first hearing him for the first time, how long's it been? A year?
Yeah, we're in
A little over a year. When we took him for the tryout, he played like he's been playing his whole life. And it kind of, as a parent, it hits you in the heart. So it was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. And as far as other stuff, like drawing, he's not into. You'll ask him to make a birthday card for somebody, and he'd be like, "Happy birthday."
That's not true.
So, I would say I'm done drawing. I would talk for the next 4 hours if you guys want me to.
I'm finished.
But
and you know me, I'm still drawing. No, I'm finishing up too. Actually, I just putting some detail.
So while we're waiting, I wanted to ask a question to both of you.
Okay.
What is something that you cannot leave the house without doing?
That's a horrible question to ask me because of my OCD.
Okay.
I have to check if I have my phone wallet keys.
Your everyday carry.
Yep. I have to check that before I leave the house. I have to make sure I like pat down my pockets. I literally go, boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. But that's I literally do that every time when I go to leave. I pat myself down to make sure I have everything. But now it's what, wallet keys or wallet, phone, keys, mask, right? Isn't that the new?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
So
that's what I would say.
I have to check my door to make sure that it's locked at least 3 times before I leave my house. I go to the front door right before we leave. I'll turn the knob, make sure that it's locked. Right before we get ready to leave or we're walking out the door, I'll turn it. And then when I pull the door shut, I turn it again just to make sure that it's locked. I don't know why. It's just my OCD. I can't leave the house without doing that.
Now with OCD people, that 3 seems to be a magic number.
Yeah.
Now, is that something tied to it? Is there some correlation, or is that just?
I don't know. I have no clue why I do that. My kids at school laugh at me because a lot of the time when I'm teaching, I'll say the same thing 3 different times, but I'll say it 3 different ways just to make sure that I got it across to them. Even though in my head I know that I've gotten it across to them, I want to make sure that I've repeated myself so that they hear that. So I don't know. I don't know what the magic thing about the number 3 is.
See, what's weird for me is like I have a dog who's 15, and for anybody who has animals, they're like kids. So for me, I always want to make sure she's okay, and we kind of like she's got something to do, something to occupy her while we're gone. So I always put like what do we put? Relaxing music, or is it piano music?
Relaxing music.
Always Alexa, play relaxing music right before we leave the house, just so the dog can listen.
That's
And
awesome.
down the hall right now you hear, okay, play relaxing music.
Yep.
No.
Little Bill Withers.
There's a question here by Chunk, and no lie, that was one of mine here that I was going to ask you too. So I'm glad someone in the chat is asking. And
All right.
Jimmy, thank you so much for coming by today, brother.
Thanks to all the chat for coming to hang out. Appreciate you guys. So I'm going to break this down to 3. Well, it's more than 3 because I'm kind of dating myself too, and I remember Nicholas Hammond playing Peter Parker on the TV show. Tobey Maguire I thought was good. The dancing for me in 3 ruined that guy for me.
Yep.
Garfield I thought was a little too cool, a little too good looking to play Peter. And I think Holland absolutely nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
So while I don't think any of them were bad, for me, Holland is the favorite because he plays him well and because Marvel is using him correctly, I think. So
I completely agree, brother. I do have an at-home submission.
Okay. Well, let me biggie you.
Yeah, I have an at-home submission here, and it looks like it's Dr. Octopus, and he is on the beach. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, hold on. On the beach there, with his fishing pole, and there's sharks. Can you guys see that?
that's awesome.
That's cool.
Suntan lotion, drinking one, in all of his tentacles. There's a drink, SPF 80, a coconut. I think it's a coconut. I'm sorry if it's not, but a fishing pole, and then there's sharks. And it says he has no feet. Shark attack. So it looks like the sharks may have got his feet there.
Now, who did that?
This is from Layla Shea cosplay.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you.
So that's our first ever submission. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey,
You were awesome.
Honestly, I could actually picture that on Doc's day off from Villainy, chilling at the beach. You got to put those tentacles to use.
Right? So I thought that was really cool. Excellent. Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate that. Yeah, and where's Freaky Louie at, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Comet Burrito. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you.
One of them burrito boys.
So who are we gonna I'm done. I actually finished. I'm finished. Can you believe it?
All right. So what we'll do tonight, we'll do just like we did last week. I would say every show, but we've only had one show with a guest. So we'll let our guests choose who gets to show first, middle, and last.
All right. So, I mean, I wouldn't do anything that I wouldn't do myself. I wouldn't ask anything that I wouldn't do myself. So I'll go first.
Okay.
And we'll go that direction. So what is that? Clockwise?
Yes.
All right. We'll go clockwise.
All
All
right.
right. So for the 1 hour and 9 minutes I've been drawing, this is what I come up with. Psych!
Hey,
Oh,
that's awesome,
bad.
man.
Venom's
Oh,
not.
that is-
Well, this is not Venom. Venom's not bad. Venom
No,
I can
I-
get into. I tried to do Miles, but Miles looked like he's had a little bit too many open roast beef sandwiches.
no, I love it, man. That's great.
But there it is.
Heck yeah.
That is awesome.
Sweet.
And see, Nick started telling us about how he couldn't draw, and here he is. He's got a what is
Right.
it? What is it that they call him? He's got a banger.
Well, I wouldn't call it a banger.
If you did it, sir, it is a banger. There's no doubt about it. I love it though, bro. Look, you
bad.
get great feedback in the chat.
Not bad. Well,
Very nice. Very nice.
thank you. If the first person to DM me on Instagram, whoever wants it, I'll sign it and send it out.
There you go. You heard it here.
Let me get my phone.
Yes.
Nah, you
Only one
Roscoe.
copy.
Oh, I'm sorry. A non-fungible set. I said it would be 69.243 million.
Oh,
I'll include my PayPal in that as well. Thank you.
Transfer it to his offshore account.
Got to pay for his education.
oh, there you go. Well, at least it's going to Zach.
So you said you wanted me to show next?
Well, yeah. Since you're on top, you can go.
I didn't know. Okay. Well, to commemorate our awesome guest tonight, I did a picture of Spider-Man eating a nice slice of Brooklyn-style pizza.
Oh,
What? Look at that picture, Elijah.
Whoa, that's actually very cool.
wow. Awesome,
It's
brother.
fantastic.
Awesome, bro.
Just for Nick eating the Brooklyn-style pizza.
Nice.
Love it, brother. That's
See,
awesome.
now, Chris, the art was very, very good. But a true New Yorker will tell you, you never eat your pizza flat.
No, you eat it folded.
Always got to have it folded, brother.
Yeah. Yep. Leg spread, leaned in.
So.
Cut yourself a slice. Oh,
No.
Look,
He
it was
even put his Hugh Hefner on for that
Oh.
comment.
nice.
All right, Mr. Roscoe.
All right. So the Spider-Verse, right? I didn't do Spider-Man. I did Spider-Ham,
Nice.
but I did him wearing a Porky Says relax. Sure.
Relax. Don't do it.
That is sick, Roscoe.
Classic.
So
That's not bad, huh?
Mhm.
Porky Says relax. So
Awesome.
yeah, cool.
Way better artistes than I am.
So here's the thing. After a certain amount of episodes that we've done with this, Nick, if you'll take a picture of your work and send it to either myself or Roscoe, after a certain amount of episodes, we're gonna put together kind of a yearbook of Between the Lines, and we're gonna have all the different pieces of art that have been done on the show in that yearbook. So.
And you'll never believe who asked for it first.
Oh, who? Tyler? Normally, I would say I don't believe it, but I believe that.
All right. It's coming to Indiana. I'm not sending any more stickers, though. You got some stickers.
Nice.
Hey, listen, and this also has to be whack hack proof.
Oh, uh-oh.
Gotta be.
Little.
Well, guys, I think this has been a really fun episode. Nick, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And,
Thank you.
Hey, we're just thrilled to death to have you on, and we'll have you back anytime you want to come on. So I guess what we'll do to close this show out is we will go around the horn and see what all everybody's got coming up on their channels. So, Mr. Nick, since you're our guest, you'll get to go first tonight.
I maybe have another Slab Show Volume 2 coming tomorrow.
Nice.
I think that may be it for this week because we are headed on vacation Friday.
I hear it's a good time for that.
All of us will be in the same state together at the same time. So, yeah, that's about it. Just one Slab Show that I think we'll be putting together tomorrow, and that's it.
Excellent.
And then I'll have to figure out who's going to be on the pull list the following week. Maybe somebody named Papa.
I think that would be a fun episode.
Papa, can you hear me?
Papa, can you see me? It'll depend on if something else is going on. So, if not, it'll always be a great guest on. So,
Absolutely. Roscoe, what you got going on, man?
Every Saturday you can catch me on Cover Slingers on the Gray Man's channel, 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. And then I am going to be putting up some stuff here on my channel. I keep saying it, but I'm editing everything, and I can't wait to show you guys, but I got some cool stuff in the works. And I actually am going to be going live tomorrow. I'm going to go live on my channel tomorrow. So just keep a lookout. I have some stuff I'm going to open. I got a mystery mail call from Comic Tom because I badly wanted that Something is Killing the Children Grassetti cover. So I got that. So I have a couple other things that I'm going to open, and you can catch me out. I'm just going to talk and have a good time, and I may drop a link if anyone's available. Yeah, so I'm pumped. Like I said, I'm excited to see, or I'm excited for everyone to see what I got coming up. And then, Mondays are just the best days at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because you're with the Doodle Dudes. But yeah, absolutely.
Although next Monday we won't be having an episode, right?
I will.
Okay, awesome.
I'm gonna continue it. I'm gonna bring someone on, and Chris will not be here, but I am in the works with doing something. So I'll be on my channel. Chris is going to be going away for a little bit. I know it sounds a bit bad. He's going on vacation, not going away. Chris is being committed. Chris is being committed, and no.
He is Cardboard Crazies.
Hey, see, he's going to be in not a padded room, a cardboard room. No, but I'm working on something. So you'll see me on my own channel, even if it's just me. I'm just going to continue the streak. So I know I'm going to be missing my homeboy down here, so it'll be just half the Doodle Dudes. But maybe I'll find a DH.
A Doodle DH.
There you go.
And just because I saw Papa Burke in the chat, here you go.
Morphin' time.
Nice.
Silly. Jason.
So yes, I am going on vacation starting Wednesday. I'll be off of Facebook until the following Tuesday. But at some point tomorrow, I'm gonna have 2 AOK packages. One from Mr. Austin LeMay, and the other one from, and I'm going to try to cover this up so that you don't see too much of it. Well, I don't know if you can see this very well.
Oh.
I want to suck your blood. Blah 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 blah.
I'm a little bit apprehensive because he's asked me multiple times if it's gotten here, and I've been like, no, every time. So I don't know what's gonna. Sorry,
Whoa!
hit the wrong button.
That was him right there.
I don't know what's gonna be in it, so we'll see. But that should be fun to open, especially coming from him. But anyways, C3 is coming up quickly, July 30th and 31st. It's a 24-hour live stream. These two guys up here, along with some of the people in the chat, are going to be on the live stream. If you'd like to make an appearance on the live stream, it is a fundraiser to raise money for the American Cancer Society. 24-hour live stream. We'll be auctioning away art. We'll be auctioning away books. And we'll also have some giveaways to do on that live stream. So make sure that you are coming in, being a part of that. Being a part of a great cause to kick a horrible, horrible disease right between the legs where it needs to be kicked. So with that being said, if nobody else has anything else to say, does anybody else have anything?
I don't think so.
Again,
you're amazing.
Yeah, just thank you. Well, I don't believe it, but thank you.
Oh,
that I'm amazing.
Believe it. Better believe it. As
Big shout out
TM would say, you're worth it, brother.
TM. Yep, I for sure am. Shout out to my favorite 23-year-old Fable. Again, thank you to you. I just want to thank everybody in the chat again for showing up. Appreciate you guys. And in addition to talking to these guys live, interacting with you guys too is fantastic. So thanks for coming out.
Absolutely. Thank you, chat. You're awesome.
Make sure you go over to NicksKixandComics if you're not already subscribed to him. Subscribe to his channel. Then go over to GeetOutWithRosko's channel. Subscribe to him. Hit that thumbs up button before you leave. Make sure you leave a comment. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great night. Be a blessing to somebody today. Most importantly, I hope you are blessed. We're going to hit the reel.
the two